Andrew, on our channel, you know very well that we try to talk about all problematic areas as it pertains to retirement income planning. Right. And because that's very important. And we've stated this on numerous videos that nothing could be more devastating to your retirement solvency than having a long-term care situation later on in your retirement. Now, many people believe that Medicare could take care of most of their long-term care expenses, but Medicare only lasts for about 100 days, and then you're on your own. And then other people try to qualify for Medicaid because, of course, Medicaid will pay 100% of your long-term care expenses. But you literally have to qualify for the state poverty guidelines to do that. And of course, what does that mean for your retirement? That means that you would have to spend down all of your retirement savings in order to qualify for that particular benefit. And who wants to do that? But what if you were able, through some smart planning, be able to have your retirement cake and also use it too by implementing a Medicaid SPIA? If you don't know what that is, stay locked into this short educational video as we're going to discuss that particular tool for your retirement today. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And the reason we've created these educational videos is to help to make the difficult and confusing retirement process simple.
Absolutely, and we do this by incorporating a team, Andrea, of expert advisors ranging from certified financial analysts, certified financial planners, estate attorneys, insurance advisors, and other needed professionals to help us build a comprehensive and holistic roadmap that will let our clients know when, where, and how they can reach their retirement goals.
For specialized strategies on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos.
Andrea, as we study the cost of long-term care facilities in and around the United States, depending on where you live, that can be anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 a month that's actually needed for you to stay in that long-term care facility. Now, I know a lot of people, as I mentioned before in this video, believe that Medicare will be able to sustain them and pay for those types of expenses. But much to many people's surprise, Andrea, when they start to enter into these types of situations, they realize that Medicare only pays for a fraction, a small fraction of that cost. And of course, if they don't have a proper long-term care plan in place, or even their long-term care plan is not sufficient enough to cover those costs, guess where that money is going to come from? It's going to come from your pockets. So for those of you who are out there looking at this video today, what I would like for you to do is really think of how long it would take for your retirement savings to be diminished if you're having to spend $6,000 to $10,000 per month for an extended long-term care stay. It gets pretty scary, right? So how can you mitigate this major and sufficient retirement income pitfall? One of the things and one of the tools that you might want to consider is looking at a Medicaid SPIA. That's SPIA, SPIA. That's a single premium immediate annuity. This could really be a huge retirement saver for those of you who understand it and are able to implement it for your retirement. And that's what we're going to cover in today's short educational video. But before we do that, we always give you 2 rules for retirement income. And Andrew, what are those 2 rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money. And rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
Great. So now let's go ahead and talk about a Medicaid SPIA and if you should think about implementing one for your long-term care situation. All right. So this Medicaid SPIA is going to be a very unique thing that if you have not ever heard of it, and you know that at some point long-term care may be in your future, but you would like for Medicaid to also be able to pay for those expenses and not have to take all of your retirement resources and weed them down as what they call a spend down. If you don't want to do that, then this may be an option that you should consider and talk to a qualified advisor about. And that's a Medicaid SPIA, as we mentioned, a single premium immediate annuity. It's a single premium immediate annuity. So here are the terms of this particular type of an annuity. It must be irrevocable. it must be non-assignable, it must be actuarially sound, it must provide equal monthly payments. And we're going to talk about all these terms in just a moment so you can understand what they mean completely. And you also will have to name the state Medicaid agency as the beneficiary of this particular plan in order for it to be a qualified Medicaid SPIA. So what does irrevocable mean? That means that the contract, the annuity contract that you set up, it cannot change its terms and the parties cannot be altered in any way. Nothing can change about that contract. It's irrevocable once you set it up. Non-assignable. That means that this annuity contract can't be assigned to another party. You can't transfer it to someone else. It can't be assigned to a secondary market to be handled in any different way. Actuarially sound. This is an important one. The terms of this annuity must provide a fixed and equal payment option to that particular person, that spouse that's receiving these payments. It must be fixed and it must be equal payments based on the life expectancy, the Medicaid life expectancy of that owner. Okay, it has to be based off that life expectancy. And it must be equal monthly payments. There can't be any deferrals. There can't be any balloon payments like you may get with other annuities. It has to start immediately and it has to be equal monthly payments that's provided inside of this particular plan. And lastly, in most cases, the state Medicaid agency must be named the primary death beneficiary on this particular policy. So it has to be that setup in order for this to be a qualified Medicaid SPIA. So let's talk about an example of how this may work. Let's say you have countable assets inside of your state of $400,000. Now, obviously, that's going to disqualify you from Medicaid on any level by far. Now, you can subtract out amount that you can keep. They call this the Community Spouse Resource Allowance. And if you're married, this is an amount that you can actually keep as a spouse out of this amount of dollars, and it will not be countable, so that you can keep $130,380 within your state as a Community Spouse Resource Allowance. So now what do you have? You have $269,620 in which to do what? Move inside of a Medicaid SPIA, because that completely will take this out of your state equation. Now, as we mentioned, the terms of the annuity, it must be fixed and it must be equal or shorter than the owner's Medicaid life expectancy. Okay, so let's just assume that the Medicaid owner has a 10-year life expectancy. Then of this amount, that person, that spouse, would be able to receive $26,962 per year from that annuity, and it not be counted against them, while their spouse who's actually institutionalized in a facility could qualify for Medicaid, because this has been taken out of their state and is no longer countable. Very, very unique situation that you need to talk with an attorney, or you need to talk with a qualified advisor who can actually establish this type of plan for you. So I really hope that this short educational video gave you some insight into whether you should think about implementing a Medicaid SPIA for your retirement solvency as it pertains to a long-term care situation. Please remember that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you're looking for a qualified fiduciary advisor to help you implement these types of smart strategies for your retirement, go ahead and click on the link provided in the description below and learn how you can become one of our high-value clients. For more information on this topic or any of the topics that we've discussed in our prior videos, please do not hesitate to reach out to our office or leave any questions or comments in the section below.
To learn more about our services and how we can help you to increase your chances of not outliving your retirement savings, make sure to click on the link in the description below and sign up for our free Maximizing Your Retirement Income MasterClass. After this video, please check out our other videos that we've created that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.